Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. If you are new to IFYL, you'll notice there's a QR code that popped up on the right of your screen. Just take your phone and use it to scan that QR code. It'll bounce you over to my link tree, which you can also get to by scanning the QR code on my hat, or you can go to believemeachieve.com. Thank you so much for watching. By the way, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, grandfathers and great grandfathers. Especially want to wish very happy Father's Day to my grandfather on my dad's side and also on my mom's side for being really great grandparents to me. I miss you. My one grandfather um, died when I was only I didn't even graduate second grade. And my second grandfather died just after I graduated eighth grade, and we had a chance to go to Italy together for the first time. So sorry about that crying. I'm usually not emotional on the air, but that does kind of tear me a little bit. And just very grateful. They were nothing but kind, unselfish, caring, compassionate, all in their own way. And they always supported me at everything I did. And I wish, Grandpa, that you were here. Both of you. I miss you so much. I know you're here. I know you're probably doing well. Let me get back into the show here. Sorry for crying there. So again, happy Father's Day to all of our living as well as those that have left us in this world, but they're still with us in spirit. So our master topic for this week, if you didn't catch it the other day, I have it for you right here, and that is, you know what that master topic is. You remember what the master topic was? Well, that master topic is how to handle negative people without losing your mind. We're on the series episode 2. This is a really great. Usually I don't cry during these episodes, but today was a little emotional. So when we think about people that are negative, remember, it's not the people that are negative, it's the behaviors that they um, put forth that are negative. Usually this happens because, oh, maybe they're hurt, or it could be that um, they're afraid, they're scared, they have fears. I do want to thank my moderators and team for taking a lot of extra effort to block all those people on Twitch. We put in a lot of content filters into Twitch. We were getting a lot of X-rated content into our feed, which was not never making it to the air, but it was still getting to our moderation queue, and it was just really annoying because it was overwhelming the queue with all this X-rated crap. So we have blocked them; they are totally gone, and we are so happy that they are not able to reach us anymore. When we think about a person, I think the first thing that comes to mind is that he did this, she did this, but really, it's not he or she dating, it's a behavior that they have or had. And so when something happens that makes us feel negative, the first thing I want you to realize is that no one has the right to make you feel inferior about yourself without your permission. So don't let these people do this. Now, maybe they did something and it made you feel bad because it was just a low blow. I mean, maybe you were doing something, you worked so hard on something, and they called you names, or they told you your project was stupid, or they didn't like what you were working on. And I know how that can make you feel bad inside. But I'm telling you that we're doing it to ourselves. We're allowing that to happen. Now, that person shouldn't be mean or nasty to you, but they are. And usually could have happened because of a situation in your life. Now, that doesn't make it right, ladies and gentlemen. No, does not make it right. So, how do you deal with these people, with this behavior, I should say? Well, one thing you have to recognize is that it is a behavior, and that you're not mad at the person, you're annoyed at the behavior. So when you talk to him or her, you're like, hey, look, I don't know if you're aware of this. we've been here for a while. And anytime somebody does this to me or this happens, regardless of who it is, whether I've known them 5 minutes or I've known them 100 years, it makes me become defensive. I don't want to become defensive, but it makes me be that way because it appears as an attack on me. And usually they'll sit back and they'll be like, oh. And a lot of times they'll just change their behavior, right? They'll change their behavior. So sometimes somebody is negative to you because they didn't get something in their own life. Or maybe they're jealous or they're envious of you. Now, if that happens, I always tell you to use this phrase, and that is, we should always be grateful and happy when other people reach their victories, even if they come before ours have. When somebody elicits negative behavior, that's behavior that makes you feel bad, that's behavior that makes you want to cry, that's behavior that makes you feel hurtful, it's important not to let it get to us. Now, I know that's easier said than done, but it's the truth. When we don't elicit a reaction, we're probably not going to get them to keep doing it. However, those situations I told you whereby when you had a conversation with them and you explained to them that it's the behavior, they tend to be okay with that because you're not attacking the person. Let's think of it for a moment. Let's say you're helping somebody out on a project, and maybe you're helping them with a construction project. You never did construction before in your life, and I don't know, you're doing everything wrong. You're putting the lumber in the wrong place. You're hammering the nails in the wrong place. You're putting the wrong boards in the wrong place. Or not only that, maybe in addition to that, you're hitting people with the wood. Now, you don't mean to be doing this, but you're really, let's say, bringing down the morale of the crew, and you're getting some people a little hurt, not intentionally, hurt in the sense that you're actually physically hurting people. And the second thing is people are starting to resent you because you're very strong-headed in that you want to do this. However, you're doing something that's affecting people and it's making them feel bad. So maybe one of the volunteer managers comes to you and says, hey, look, we don't like you doing this. Now, when somebody does that to you, they're going to be like very kind, but then you're going to jump off at them because they're attacking you. And now you feel like you've got to be defensive. If they came over and said, hey, John, hey, Mike, listen, we really appreciate what you're doing here and giving us an entire Saturday and working with us and trying to do the best you can. We greatly appreciate that. And I want to let you know that we work with everybody that's here at whatever level they're at. We've been getting some people coming to us saying that the behavior that you've been eliciting toward them or the behavior that they've been receiving has been very uncomfortable. I'm bringing it to your attention because maybe you're not aware of it. And we all want to work together as a team. And right now it feels like we're trying to compete with each other. You might be like, huh? Well, what I'm really trying to say is we know that this work can be frustrating and it can be challenging. It's just really important to understand that we're all here as a team. And when individuals get frustrated and they don't ask for help, they become more frustrated, and then they get the team frustrated because we have to do the work twice or 3 times. Do you know what I mean? And any smart person would be like, oh, so what I'm doing is basically all wrong, and then you got to do it all over again. Kind of, yeah. That, oh, I'm so sorry. And that's one way it goes. Another way it could go like, I didn't realize that. What do I need to change? Well, it's just a couple little things. And so that's a way to handle that, right? But you have to realize that you got to put your delicate gloves on and you got to be very how can I say, um, careful with how you handle it. Got to be very diplomatic because we don't want to bruise egos. We don't want to cause bigger egos. And we don't want people to be upset, especially volunteers. So volunteering is one place that I want to spend tonight is where people get hurt a lot. Sometimes they feel like they're getting favoritism from friends or family members that are on the crew and that other people aren't getting a chance to volunteer as much, or maybe certain volunteers are feeling that they're getting neglected, like they're not getting treated well, or they're always getting put at this part of the job when other people are getting easier ends of the job. And it might just be coming down to explaining to people that, hey, the reason they're at this part of the job is that they've been doing this for 4 years and they already know how to do this part, which is where we start. And once they know to do this part, then they can do that part. But somebody can't do that part until they've mastered this part. And when you start to explain it to people, they usually get it. But if you don't say anything, and this thing just strings on and strings on and strings on, it's like, oh my gosh, when is this ever going to end? When is this ever going to end? And then you hate volunteering. And if you hate volunteering, the whole thing that you signed up to do, to have a purpose in your life, is actually changing. And then you become annoyed because you can't do the one thing you wanted to do, which was help others. Thus, we have to remember that if you're in the reverse position and somebody else is doing something wrong, you got to approach it the same way. Remember how they were with you? Will be the same way with them. Look, Joe, you're great. We appreciate all the time you're putting in, and I'm here to help you. Ever have any questions? No, I get everything. I'm really great with this. My brother-in-law is a builder, and okay, your building's time is really appreciated here. And we've been getting some feedback from some of the other volunteers that they are starting to feel unneeded and starting to feel very hurt. These are people that are on your team. Oh. Apparently, some people in the group are saying that they know everything. And then they step in before they have a chance. Now, you're not mentioning the person, but you're saying they're on the team, and you're saying there's a behavior in the group that you're not crazy about. And now they're going to start to relate to that. Oh, gee, I didn't know I was doing that. Well, it might be a few of you that are doing it. It's the behavior. It's not you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Should I go apologize? If you'd like, you could talk to them. Hey, Mike. Hey, Joe. Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come off like that. It's just I get so passionate about it. I know you're working hard too. I guess I got to try to work more together with you instead of actually doing the job with you. So I apologize. And that's going to get them to open up to you. Like they're working on something and now you want to, oh, wait, let me let you do this. And if you have a problem, come back to me. Okay. Okay. And they're going to feel better about themselves. So tonight's whole thing was about volunteers and how that's a big problem. Every night we're going to talk about a different sub area. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am by now. I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It has been an amazing privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you this evening, as it is every single evening. And I hope that you will make the choice to go ahead and like, love, support my channel. I would be so very, very grateful if you would do that. And then I would love you to tag your friends, your colleagues, and your associates and share this out with everyone you know on social media. And then be sure to comment about, what did you think about tonight? Did this resonate with you? And of course, I'd love you to share this out with everyone you know on social media. But before you do that, I encourage you to please go to jmoreevents.eventbrite.com later on and get your free ticket if you're in New Jersey, because J More Shows, another show that I run, is celebrating its second birthday coming up this Sunday. I am so excited. That is June 26th. We're going to have cake. We're going to have a song. We're going to sing happy birthday. We're going to have a live show. It's going to be pretty awesome. So definitely get your tickets. And of course, go to my YouTube channel, John Space E Space Morley Space Serial Entrepreneur, and look for the key phrase help keep our content free. And then below that, make the choice to buy my team and I a cup of coffee. We'll be so grateful with those pennies and dollars. We'll invest them into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, and even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping, motivational, inspirational content to get you to live the life of passion you've always desired. I hope that you have a great rest of your night. And you know that I will see you, yes, tomorrow. Take care, everyone.